Basic introduction about AutoCAD with line, polyline, and join and explode command. Assalamu alaikum wabarakatuh. Good day, everybody. This is AutoCAD series, and the today is the first class with basic introductions with the line and polyline and joined and explode command. It means total 4 command: line, polyline, joined and explode. Let's come toward the introduction. Before introduction, we would like to say that we will give you one or two more video on line and polyline, and then after we will start the coordinate system part 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. So this is the very important for the civil engineering survey, and GIS stand for geographical information system. Let's start. Before starting, introduction is a part of introduction. As we know, the computer having two major parts. One part is hardware part, and second part is software part. The hardware part is the physical parts of machines, like CPU, monitor, keyboard, mouse, and speakers and all, printer, etc. And see, it's the same way. The software is a very huge part. It's divided into two parts. First is the system software, like Windows, Unix, Linux, Solaris, Mac OS. Any one of these, every computer must have to have at least one operating system. The operating system is responsible for the managing the hardware, software, file folder, and managing the applications and giving the privileges to the file and folders. This is the system software, and the application software is a very wide wide type of. So there is a lot of application software available in the market. The application means the use. So every use we have the separate software. For example, if we need to write a letter, we need a Word, and for the making chart, analytical report, finance and account work, so we need to Excel, and for the presentations and demo, we need to use the PowerPoint softwares. The same way, the AutoCAD for the 2D and 3D designing, all type of 2D, 3D designing. The same way, the 3D special software by AutoCAD company means the Autodesk is Revit, and the another one is SolidWorks for the mechanical. The same way, the mechanical designing, 3D designing. The same way, the ERP stand for Enterprise Resource Planner. This for an industry is having lots of the bunch of software known as ERP. Is having the various modules for industry, like sales and distribution, production planning, inventory control management system, HR, payroll, CRM, logistic, and many more. So the I hope you can understand the wide area of the wide world of the application software, and the same way many more. There are more explanation the word for the managing computer data and applications, the sorry, the Windows, and the word for the writing later, and Excel for accounting and finance purpose, and the for PowerPoint for presentation and project report, etc. Now come to the AutoCAD. The AutoCAD is developed by Autodesk Incorporation, and for AutoCAD, it's a very easiest and very good software. You can use this software as a creativity or for your profession. And the very best thing is the one of the easiest software in the world is AutoCAD. And for AutoCAD, learning AutoCAD, you haven't need to do not need to any formal education. Even if you just know the simple English, you can do very well. And if you know only Arabic, so there is the Arabic software in AutoCAD. You can do many more and very good caliber in the AutoCAD designing. For the AutoCAD is software divided into two part, 2D part and the 3D part. The 2D part, electrical, mechanical, civil, architect, and survey. So once you have the command on the AutoCAD command, so once to be master, when you become the master of AutoCAD, you will be able to make all type of drawing. So we will give you the training in the same perspective that you should be a master in the all type of making drawing, inshallah. At the end of the series, you can say that I can make all type of the drawing in the world, whether it is mechanical, civil, electrical, architect, survey, GIS, etc. The same way that the 3D is there. So now comes to the more introduction about. It's founded 30th January 1982, almost 44 years ago, in Mill Valley, California. The founder, John Walker and Dan Drake. Headquarter is San Francisco, California, USA. Let's see the here the chart is there. Here the showing the release name, version, and date of release. Here the release, first release, version 1, release 1, version 1, this in December 1982. The same way the release 10, the version 10 in October 1988. The same way the version release 2000 in March 1999. The same way 2010 release 2010 version 18 in March 24, 2009. The same way the 2020 release the version 23.1 in March 27, 2019. In 26 release 2026 2026 version 25.1 in March 25, 2025. Let's come to the here are the example of 3D 2D and 3D designing. Here especially the 3D designing, the AutoCAD 2D. First you have to learn the 2D, then after the 3D. And in 3D there is a civil architect. There is a specific software that known as a Revit. For this here is the example of Revit. It's very easy to make in this software. It's also very easy to operate and learn. The same way the electrical and electromechanical, there is a software, a specific software in the market known as SolidWorks. So now come to the next, the same way the AutoCAD 2D, the civil, mechanical, electrical, and survey designing. Here is the some sample here the drawing sample. Here this is the floor plans. These are the floor plans. These are the survey and GIS drawings. The here is also topographical GIS survey drawings. And here is the mechanical 2D, and here is the 3D generated software. Here is the 2D drawing with the dimensions. Here is the example of electrical single line diagram, 2D drawings and 3D drawings. Here is the 3D building planning, building designing in Revit or AutoCAD. The same way interior designing in Revit and AutoCAD. The same way 3D designing the factory planning, factory designing, factory plan designing. The same way interior designing in AutoCAD and Revit. Here is the some civil architect example in 3D by Revit, and The here is the solid work with 3D mechanical and electromechanical uh, designing. Specific example. Here is the Revit, more example here. The civil architect, here is the more example, 3D component designing, product designing, material and some part designing in solid work. Here is the same solid work, electromechanical designing here, panel board, DIN rail and wiring showing and other component is here, and enclosure designing everything in 2D, sorry 3D, everything in the 3D. So by in the SolidWorks very easy to make. Let's come to the practical part. Now we will start the line command, poly and polyline command, difference between line and line command with join and explode command. Once you start the AutoCAD, it will show the screen like this. You just have to press the new button. Once you press the new button, the AutoCAD software will be open, and these are the home, insert, annotations, parametrics, views, manage, output. These are the menu. These are the menu bar. These are the menu bar, and these are the toolbar. So here is the line, polyline, circle, arc, like this way. Here is the layer about more about layer. Here's a coloring and all that. So, and this is the drawing area. So you must have to aware about it. These are the drawing area, and this is the command bar waiting for the command. We will teach you everything you should use by giving the command, so that you will be the get by heart about command. And this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Means once you going toward this way from left to right, like this, the lighter part is the grid, one this at the one distance. For example, here the x1, x2, x3. Similarly, the here y1, y2, y3. Similarly, the x1 and y0. Similarly, here x1, x1 and the y also 1. So 1 comma 1 it is. Same way here is y2 and the x2 and the y2. So this is the xy. Here, this is the navigator. Here is the north, always in the map. Drawing the map. North is at the top. The right side is the east, and the west is the left side, and the downside the south. For example, so this is the 2D drawing for x and y axis. You can see more about, if you navigate here, you can see here x, y, z, x, y, and z. Let's we for this, just for example, more I'll tell you in the next in coordinate system. Let's I'm going to back. I'm putting command here, undo all. So undo what I have done, undo all. Okay, nothing to do, undo. Fine. Let's the first command, line and polyline. I'll not use from here, I'll use here. For line, you just have to press the L command, either here or here is its command bar. Okay, for L, it's asking for here the specify first point. So anywhere you can click, anywhere click. This is the line. This is the line, and once you stop, just press the escape button, so it will be a stop. Yes. The same way, PL for polyline, L for line, and PL for polyline. Just command PL, write the PL and press enter. Now, for example, clicking here, here, anything. So now we want to stop it here, just pressing the escape. Once we press the escape, now see here the two different line, the same way the line looks like this is the same, but what's the difference between line and polyline? The line is the each segment from here to here to here. Each segment is one entity, but the polyline, the each all segment.
is the one entity. For example, if you select this one or this one or this one, each one is separate entity. But let's escape it from here. Again, I'm selecting here. If it is, I'm selecting here, this is the polyline. See, just click here, so it's one entity, all one entity. So again, putting escape command, so for unselection, uh, and more about, there is a command erase. E, press enter. Erase for E for erase. Erase means delete. For example, I would like to delete this one. Once I press here, it's deleted. But the same way, erase command, you can either press again E, or you can press enter. Enter means the enter, if you press only enter, so it will execute the previous command. So what was the last command? Erase. So just I'm pressing the enter, it's automatically the erase command started. So less here, anywhere I'm selecting it, erasing the whole. So see the difference. One thing that for example, deleting enter, so whole entity, whole line is one entity, so delete it once at a time, whole together. But the line command, each entity is separate, individual, so we can delete anyone. Let's, I'm doing the undo of all. This undo and this undo. Now we came to the same positions. How to, this is the several segment into one segment. The question is how to convert line to polyline and polyline to line. For this command, we need explode command for polyline to line command. Let's exploa D E. This is the explode command. Once we press the asking for here, select an object, select the object. We press the select object, press the enter. Now it's exploded. One found exploded. See the now I'm giving the erase command. Erase command. It's now it is converted into polyline to line. So each segment is a different entity, individual entity. See this. If for example I would like to delete, so select erase and enter, so it's erased. So you can understand that these the polyline, the polyline converted into line. Again I am doing undo, and again once again undo this erase, and one undo for explode. Again pressing enter, the last command explode, undo explode is here written. So it means the undo explode has done also. So again the original position, it is one entity. This I'm pressing escape to unselect. Now the another command, joint. So joint command is to make or to join all lines and in one segment, and making as a line 2, converting into line 2 polyline. Let's, I'm unselecting here by escape, and giving command joint, join the here the once I've given the command join. So join source object and multiple object to join once. We are here making a window like this way. So we selected this much and again this much, or we individually one by one we can select it. So now we selected the all. Okay, then let's press the enter, press the enter, and they see we are giving the command. See, 5 object converted to one polyline. It's already executed successfully. So let's, for example, I'm giving the erase command for deletion. Once we selecting anywhere, it is deleting the all. Means it's become one entity. The whole line, all segment lines, it become the one entity. Hope you understand. And if you have any doubt, you can give me in comment, and we will give you the all details. For more about, see the erase and press enter, it's erased. Again undo, undo. Inshallah, we will be in touch. So, Allah Hafiz. And if you have any command, any command or question related to AutoCAD, feel free to ask me.